Raiders here, the Cowboys. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. And off we go from Las Vegas. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. They find some open field here. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Now a toss to Davis going right. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. You look at this Cowboy defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Raiders coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
That's to Bowers once again. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Davis trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Ritter now. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Desmond Ritter, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. And they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 catches, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one is right down the middle. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Open man right side, Myers. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Hines now on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Prescott to throw it. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raiders offense and Desmond Ridder headed back onto the field. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Going play action, Ridder. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Davis. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Working from the gun, Ridder. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The home-standing Raiders with a football here. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looking to throw it here. Ridder. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Ridder back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bowers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a yard. At the 14-yard line. Ridder will set up to throw it. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Ridder to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tucker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the... And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. In motion, that's Tolbert. Here's Prescott. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Ritter. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ritter. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes this one to Thornton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Short throw, caught by Bowers. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. In motion goes the tight end. Ritter now. That's caught by Tucker. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. He completes this one to Mingo. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Prescott. Open man is Mingo, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott yet again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Fires a slant, complete to Tolbert. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down and 6 now. Prescott from the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Ladd McConkey, up close to 100-yard receiving there. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Kyler Murray, terrific in the victory, as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Spencer Rattler leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Play action now. Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Ritter to throw it. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing. Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good for Las Vegas.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Prescott.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Hines. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Prescott.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Hines. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ritter. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Prescott to throw it. And the Raiders have got it. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And Davis with it left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Raiders on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Ritter. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3rd down and 1. Ritter now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ritter back to throw. That's to Bowers once again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. You got the big lead defense. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott down. It's caught. Tolbert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Open man is Mingo. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Prescott. He'll check this down to Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 3. In motion left goes a tight end. Throwing. Prescott. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Raiders heading out to take over. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Inside give to Davis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
They go again with Davis. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error.
Stay
alert. Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.